Hi, welcome to Polyphonic Press. I'm Jeremy Boyd, and today I'm going to be reviewing the new album by Beck, entitled Morning Phase. Here we go. So Beck is an American singer-songwriter hailing from Los Angeles, California. His big breakthrough came in 1994 with the release of the hit single Loser. Since then he's had a very prolific career, crossing many genres including hip-hop, rock, alternative, electronic, and many more. He's been very consistent releasing albums, each one being vastly different from the last. This is his 12th studio album and it's called Morning Phase. So this album starts off with a string arrangement that sort of leads into the first track on the album, Morning. It's a very relaxed sound that just kind of eases into it. The first song on an album is supposed to get the listener engaged and sort of curious as to what they're going to hear throughout the rest of the record. At first I thought this song might be a little too mellow and it might turn some people off from the listening experience, but by the time this song had finished I was really curious to see how the rest of the record would go, what sort of sounds would pop up, and what kind of songs would be playing throughout the whole thing. It's a very beautiful song that sets the album up really nicely. It doesn't quite grab you in an aggressive way, but kind of guides you along and sort of eases you into it. The first single from this album is the song Blue Moon, and it starts off with these huge drums and this mandolin kind of playing this melody thing. It's another song that reminds me of folk music from the 60s. The chorus and verses have these huge hooks that sound really great on the radio, and I can definitely see why they chose this song as the first single from the album. It's pretty sparse in terms of production and the amount of instruments that are used, but it's very big in that it fills the space really well. With the strategic use of reverb and the big chords that are played in the chorus, it really fills out the space nicely. This is a really great song, and I think it's something that will live on as a classic in Beck's career. The song Wave brings in the string section once again. It's very slow and kind of haunting, with just Beck's voice playing over a string quartet that's kind of playing these sustained, droning notes. It's a song that's got a lot of intensity behind it, but it's not clouded with heavy guitars or just a lot of percussion or anything like that. It's pretty simple. It's a song that's very soothing, but creates a lot of tension at the same time. I found myself playing this song over and over, and I think it's probably my favorite song on the album. The song Blackbird Chain is a very interesting song. It almost has a country kind of feel to it. With the sort of distant Gretsch guitars and the overall structure of the song, it really harkens back to something that Graham Parsons or later incarnation of the Byrds would do. The thing that I really like about this song is sort of the intricate guitar work. There's these lines that sort of work as a call and response with the vocals, and during the chorus there's these bended notes that sort of work to accent the vocals really well. Towards the end the string section shows up again, and it sort of works as a juxtaposition between the country and the classical that really creates this interesting texture. It's a little odd and a little weird if you look at it on paper, but to hear it, it just works really beautifully in these sort of two very different styles of music coming together to create something very unique. It's just a really cool thing, and I don't think any other artist could really pull anything like that off. The album ends with the song Waking Light, which is a slow piano ballad that ends the album exactly when it needs to. This is the perfect song to end the album with because it kind of captures the spirit and sort of the essence of the whole record just right at the end. It sort of works as a conclusion to the whole thing. The song has a very cinematic feel to it, and I can definitely see the song being played in a movie to sort of emphasize a scene or something like that. I really like the extended instrumental part towards the end. It really kind of works to leave the listener behind in a way that kind of leaves you wanting more, but also with a sense of conclusion and sort of a sense that the album is over, but you kind of want to hear it again. The production on this album is pretty different from song to song. Sometimes it's washed in huge instruments and sometimes it's pretty minimal. There isn't much consistency in terms of production, but when you see the album overall as a picture, you kind of see how it all kind of works together and comes together at the end. You know, I really like this album. There's really not much bad I can say about it, so I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. So anyway, that's what I thought about the album. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you'd like to suggest an album for me to review, please leave that in the comments as well. Be sure to subscribe so you know when I post a new video, and you can check us out on Twitter and Facebook. I guess that's about it. Take it easy.